I find Barbara Dunn really inspiring because women had a lot of obstacles in their way in the 1920s. They weren't being taught much about science, and I think she was persistent, you know.
Judging from the cards that she received, people were very surprised when they were in contact with a female radio operator. Her call sign was YL, which stood for young lady, and by the end of her career, she said it should be OG for old girl. Her interest was initially sparked when her father bought a wireless set in 1923, and messages from ships was causing kind of disturbance with their wireless set, and she was investigating what these messages were. And then she started communicating. We have the equipment that she constructed herself from designs in wireless magazines in the 1930s. So she taught herself Morse code. It was twice as fast as she was required to be for the exam.
I think it was 12 words per minute.
And she managed 25, I think
Yeah.
it was. Yeah. She set up her amateur radio station in her bedroom at the family home.
Her dad let her screw holes in the framework of the windows or something to pass wires through. So she obviously had a very supportive environment in which to be able to start experimenting. And then something she did through her life into her 70s.
She's got certificates for being in two-way communication with an amateur radio station in each of the 40 zones shown on the map of the world. We've got a really beautiful hand-drawn map from the 1930s. So she was in regular communication with this ship as it went around the world. We have also the cards that amateur radio enthusiasts would send to each other.
So this was sent between Nell Corrie and Barbara Dunn, and on the back, Nell Corrie's saying, "Don't you get sick of affectionate Europeans?" I think it's a bit funny that, you know, usually it was men sending each other cards to say, "Oh, thanks for the communication," but when they realised it was a woman, they might have got a little bit sappy.
Yeah.
Radio was their passion.
Yeah.
Right? But they probably still had to put up with a bit of stick and sexism on the way.
And they're discussing their interests and their kind of experimental work that they're carrying out, and also the interest that they have in natural phenomena like earthquakes. They were both really interested in the effect of the aurora borealis on radio reception, and also things like sunspots, solar flares. So she just had a very determined and inquiring mind, I think, and it's kind of inspirational for that reason.